So one question we get asked a lot about living full-time in an RV is, how do you get internet? And for some people that's more important than others. For us it's pretty important, as we found out recently, because it's actually been quite a struggle on this current assignment where we're at. So we're going to go over all of our solutions that we've used so far that are not working for us right now, and hopefully we can find a new solution for our current location.
Well, we finally landed in Victoria's 4th travel nursing location. The question is, are you ready to find out where we are?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Let's be honest, we're way out in the sticks.
Oh yeah.
And we do have a couple of issues with the RV park already. Biggest issue so far, especially for this young lady right here, is we're having cell phone reception and internet issues.
Oh, come on. Don't act like it's not an issue for you too.
Okay, well, it's an issue for everybody involved. They do actually have internet here, but it's one of those signals that's like not a real signal, might as well not even exist. So it's either we spend a lot of time in cafes or we get this figured out.
Yep.
We're gonna look into a couple options. Second immediate issue that we're having, we have no mailbox, and that's actually the first time that we've run into that at any RV park that we've stayed at as a travel nursing location home base.
Yeah, not just no mailbox, but like there's no actual address that we can put down for a UPS driver to find us.
So with that said, we're gonna keep you updated on all that. You know, maybe come up with some solutions that might be able to help you out down the road.
Alright, so I'm going to go from least reliable to most reliable. Least reliable is you use public Wi-Fi wherever you go. Download your show, watch it at home, use the little thingy that connects to your TV, to your iPhone, and if that's all you need, that's all you need. But currently we're about 20 minutes away from anywhere with public Wi-Fi, so it's not ideal.
Not at all.
Second, use the Wi-Fi that is provided at your park. Well, if you've ever stayed at an RV park, you know, it's usually not the best. We've been pleasantly surprised recently at a couple of these RV parks, but generally you can't even stream anything over it, so it's still not ideal. All right, another solution that we've used is we have AT&T for our providers. We have unlimited data plans and hotspot plans, so we can use those when we're out on the road if you have service. As long as you have good service, you have pretty good speed and it's pretty reliable. As long as you have good service. There's also the argument that it may not be a good long-term solution because it actually is very bad for your phone. If you're going to be in one spot for multiple months, you can get internet like you can at a house. We've gone through a Spectrum and Xfinity, but you can go through whoever your local provider is as long as the park allows it. And you just plug it in like normal and you have high-speed, reliable internet. That has worked great. We've been able to upload videos from home. It's been a lifesaver. So those are the solutions that have worked for us so far. However, here we are in Alabama, and we've run into quite a few issues. Number one, we have zero AT&T cell phone service here, so our hotspots are worthless. Number two, there is no actual address for this park, and we can't get our local internet provider to come out here and set up internet for us. And number three, like I mentioned, we are 20 minutes away from anywhere with any sort of public Wi-Fi. So those are our roadblocks right now.
Had to put our thinking hats on for this one.
All right, so step one, we went ahead and went to Verizon, bit the bullet, got ourselves a jetpack. There is some Verizon service out here. However, it's not great. I still only have, I think, 1, maybe 2 bars on this thing.
Better than no bars.
It is. This solution has been working okay for us, but we do use a lot of data, and given that we only have 2 bars, it's not that fast. Solution number 2. We did a lot of research and we decided to get this WeBoost Drive Reach RV. It is a cell signal booster. So it comes with a couple of components. This is the antenna that goes on the outside. We did run into an issue because generally it's installed on a ladder and we don't have a ladder. So I have PVC pipe. It's working for right now. Number 2, it has your booster on the inside. It goes inside your RV. Number 3, this is the antenna that gives your signal to your phone, your jetpack, whatever. So this is going to be helpful, hopefully, because it'll help our signal to our cell phones and our jetpack so that we have both AT&T and Verizon service. One big thing about internet and RV is redundancy is key. So if one thing doesn't work, hopefully you can fall back on another solution.
It's really smart.
That's not even my idea or my saying. I actually learned that from the Mobile Internet Resource Center online. They are excellent. Please look them up. They have been very helpful in this whole process. If you own an RV, you may understand that drilling into walls gives you horrible anxiety.
Big time.
Not just because you don't want to put permanent holes in something, but we also had a very bad experience where we drilled through the entire wall to the outside.
And we'll link that right here for you.
Where'd that finger come from? Command strips are your friend in an RV, and this might actually be a really horrible idea. I guess we'll see. I would guess that this thing weighs probably about 5 pounds. These are rated for 3 pounds a piece, so
guess we'll find out.
it says to find a place to mount this booster, maybe on the inside of a cabinet or somewhere where it doesn't get too hot, because the device itself gets a little bit hot. So we decided to kind of put it out of the way over here. We also don't have a power cord over this way, so we rigged it up above just so we could provide power for this.
And the cord runs up and over the banner.
All the way over there.
And all the way back over there.
This is 10 feet of PVC. We probably could use shorter, but that's what it's sold in. And do I look like I have a saw?
No.
What I do have, though, is a drill. I'm gonna put the cable through here, and then this on top.
All right, let's see it.
I think this might be the easiest way.
Okay.
Ta-da! The biggest thing is that you want it above the tallest thing. However, we are surrounded by trees, so we'll see if it actually works. This is not a permanent solution. We're gonna figure out something better, and we obviously cannot drive with it on there, but we can use bungee cord for right now.
Yeah, just get it up there somehow. There it is.
The kit comes with things so that you can actually run this on the top of your roof, and it secures it, but obviously this is our temporary solution, so we're not doing that yet. Some people actually drill into the roof of their RV. Yeah, that's not us either.
Nope.
We've already made too many holes by accident. So the other option is to run it in through your slide. You just close the slide just a little to give you a gap, and then you push it right in.
So basically it's a connect it and we'll see how it works. All right, let's go.
Inside antenna. We need to get a couple of things because we are going to run it up and over to where our jetpack's hanging out.
Okay.
See you in a minute. All right, here's hoping. All right, look at that. I got 1 bar, right? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Look at that. It just jumped.
Nice.
3 bars. That's very helpful. All right, so we successfully installed this. I hope it's worth it. I hope it works well for us. I did visibly see an increase in bars, but bars don't always mean speed, so we'll do a little internet test and we'll see if it works. Speed test did show improved speeds. However, we realized that you have to be really, really close to the antenna for it to work, which kind of stinks. So we have to have it in one stationary location for our jetpack, but maybe we'll have to put it closer to us if we want to use our phones. We should mention that a cell booster may not be a solution for everyone in every location. Say if you happen to go to places a lot where there's literally no cell tower around, it can't boost a non-existent signal.
Right.
So this isn't really going to work for you, but hopefully if you're in like more populated areas but you just need a little bit better signal, this might be a good solution for you.
Sure.
And now talking about costs, from least expensive to most expensive, I'd say already having a hotspot on our phone, that was not too horrible. Jetpack's probably about $100 a month for the 150 gigs. This, however, was almost $500. Redundancy is expensive and it better work.
Right. Well, we got one of our issues resolved. We can officially receive mail.
We are the proud owners of a new P.O. box.
First time P.O. box owner over here.
Yeah. So this is a good hint for those of you who are in a place where you can't receive mail. You can get a P.O. box.
Now, I know that might not apply to people who are constantly on the move, but like
there are other mail solutions for that.
Sure. And like maybe you're like a snowbird situation where you're in a place for at least a few months. This is definitely a good solution.
So when you're looking at mailboxes, there's a couple of different places you can do it. You can do it at USPS and you can do it at UPS. There might be others, but those are the only ones I know of. At first, my main concern was just Amazon. And apparently you can just get a box delivered to UPS and pick it up for $5. You just have to have it addressed to that particular UPS store, which is good to know.
Now, I know that sucks because you're used to getting your Amazon at home without having to go somewhere and pick it up for $5.
But it's a good solution for just a quick solution if you need it.
Right.
Then we started looking at USPS. Well, I read somewhere that they won't accept packages for your P.O. box if they are not actually through the U.S. Postal Service. That we determined was a lie. At least in this location.
Yeah.
So we ended up with a USPS P.O. box. It was a little bit more affordable than a UPS box.
How much?
Depending on the size, ours ended up being less than $20.
Yeah, and that's per month. And we're only here for 2 months. So, not bad at all.
Not for a temporary solution.
Downside is that it is in a town 20 minutes from our RV park.
As is everything else.
So, if we have to actually come get mail, you might want to wait until there's other things you need to go into town for. This is kind of our solution.
I feel like we are a little house on the prairie where you got to make going into town an event.
Yes, it's kind of true. Now, I'm sure you probably could figure this out on your own, but to point you in the right direction, I don't have all the details. If you are constantly on the move and you're looking for a mail solution that could possibly work, there are services where you can get your mail sent to them. They'll tell you what arrived. If you deem it important, they'll open it for you, scan it, and you can get it through your email. I don't know exactly what those companies are, but they do exist, right?
Yes, ours is called Thomas's Mom.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ma. So anyways, our mail solution for you if you're on the road and in a place for a little bit. So part of fixing this whole internet thing is, yes, we're able to get a little bit of service at the RV now. However, for me to do a lot of the video work and some of my freelance work, I need like a lot of data usage. Another solution is, while we're out getting mail, that we're gonna stop by Panera and use their stellar internet. And
so we don't waste all of our Netflix data on his work.
Right. So I imagine that this is probably where I'm gonna be spending a lot of time at the closest Panera I can find 20 minutes from the RV park.
I hope that somebody out there found this helpful because it is not easy to figure out how to get Wi-Fi in an RV. And I know I myself did a lot of searching to try to figure this out. We'll keep you updated on how this works for us, but please let us know below if you have anything that's definitely worked for you or any advice for anyone else or any questions for us, and we'll do our best to answer them. So we'll keep trying to bring you these instructional RV videos along with our normal travel stuff, and hopefully that you'll find them helpful. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like this, and we'll see you next Sunday.